I need to send it to you. I try to make sure y'all, I send it to y'all when y'all come in, but guys, I do not be remembering everybody. So forgive me with that. But please, guys, if you seen somebody that be in here, there she go. I'm playing it again. I don't care. It's been on repeat. Welcome in, guys. Happy Tuesday. Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. Guys, if you have not got your daily heart meet, get your daily heart meet. Get your daily heart meet. How is everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Okay. I am going to start. Welcome in, guys. Tap the screen. Thank you so much. Guys, welcome back to LDRtoForever. Today we have a special couple whose story they call their love story Beauty and the Coach. Their love story started in a singles travel group. One day she posted a picture and he reached out, asking if she was open to getting to know him. Little did they know she was planning a trip to Ghana the following year, giving her an extra reason to visit. They spent the whole year talking long distance before finally meeting in person, where he greeted her and her best friend at the airport with open arms. And from that moment, they've never stopped talking. Today, we're diving into their journey. Guys, let's welcome them up. Uh-oh. I clicked the wrong button. Let's welcome them up. Get my little effects going. Where my effects at? Hello.
Why is my camera on? I ain't never did this.
You fine. There we go, y'all. I'm trying to get it. There we go. Welcome in, guys. Tap the screen, share the live to 2 to 3 people. Welcome in. Am I saying it right, L'Oreal?
Yes.
Okay.
L'Oreal. I think I should be seeing now.
I sent you a request. You gotta save it after you receive it. Yes. Hello.
Hola, I'm just cooking, so I'm here.
Okay, no problem. Hey, I'm here for it. Okay. So, how are you?
I am great.
Yes. I'm so
Yes,
happy that you're
ma'am.
here. Yes.
You.
Okay, so I introduced you. I told them basically pretty much how you guys met and how the love story started. But I want you to take us to the beginning, the very beginning.
The very beginning.
Okay.
So, I would say 2021. One of my best friends. We're both travelers. Of course,
Hmm.
calm down since a little bit the baby and all of that, but
Hmm.
she she wanted to go to Ghana. I think this was 2019 when they were doing the year of the return. Well, she
Mm.
kept saying she wanted to go, and I'm like, okay, I'm down. You don't need to be going that far, by yourself. COVID kind of hit. We kind of stopped talking about it a little bit. And 2021, she was like, I want to go. Like, we need to do this. I'm like, well, we need to plan. So we started planning a year in advance. In the
Hmm.
midst of us planning, I was in a singles travel group on Facebook.
Okay.
I forgot the name of it. I think it might be called Singles Travel. But I was on Facebook and posted a picture. I was supposed to be going to Texas like that weekend,
Hmm.
and just posted a picture like, "Hey, if anybody want to link up, I'll be in Texas." And he just messaged me. He's like,
Hmm.
"Hey, I'm Kofi. I'm in Ghana, West Africa. Like, would you be open to chatting with me?" And I'm like, one, I probably would have said no, but being that I seen that he said that he was in Ghana, I was like, oh, I was like, that's cool. I'm like, I'll chat with you. I said, that's funny. I'm actually gonna be coming there next year.
Hmm.
So now I got an extra reason to come. And
Hmm.
I thought it was also funny that his name was Kofi. I always had a crush on Kofi Cerebo, so I was like,
Hmm.
okay, hey Kofi. I wasn't even looking at him like that really then,
Right.
but like now, it's like, oh, I got my own Kofi now.
Hmm.
But Kofi Cerebo was my literal crush, like so sexy to me.
Hmm.
But um we continued to talk for a whole year. He was actually very big into coaching and fitness in Ghana. So I was a little chubbier then, so he kind of was saying like how he could help me do some things,
Mhm.
and we would kind of work out here and there. But we continued to talk for a full year up until I went to Ghana the first time. So when I
Mhm.
got there, I kind of had a discussion with him before I went, like I'm coming there with my friend. Like I know we've been talking, but I don't want it to be this pressure. You thinking I'm gonna be with you, here the whole
Mhm.
time.
Mhm. Mhm.
So when we touched down, like him and his friends were at the airport, they was there hand and foot. Very that was that experience was wild. It was Dirty December, so it was a lot.
Okay, so y'all went December. What was this? 2022 when you went, right?
This was 2022 at that time.
Okay, wait. Before we even get you being at the airport, I want to talk about how communication was for you guys. So you met on what platform did you meet on?
This was Facebook. This was in a Facebook group. It was
Uh huh.
called Singles Travel, but our initial communication was through Facebook Messenger.
Okay. Okay.
And then eventually we switched to WhatsApp, after we started
Mhm.
talking. But the communication, I feel like I don't want to speak for all of them. I'm trying not to do that even within our relationship now because I feel like he says this is what Americans do, this is what Ghanaians do.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
was about to say I feel like sometimes they can be aggressive,
Mhm.
in being direct, and it can seem like they move kind of fast.
Mhm.
So I feel like he was landing on heavy pretty earlier.
Mhm.
Probably some months after we first started talking, but I feel like I was continuing to talk to him, but I wasn't allowing myself to overly take it so serious.
Mhm.
Probably until I seen him that first time.
Right. Sure.
But we talk regularly, like probably before that year I seen him, it was at least every other day. It was very, very consistent.
Consistent. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. That's cool.
So
So meeting and you guys talking, and you said that you guys were talking consistently and it was cool. Did you tell any friends outside of your friend that you were traveling with, like that you met him, or any family?
probably my closer friends, like it
Mhm.
wasn't like I was, online, like, yeah, I'm talking to this Ghanaian, or, my
Mhm.
close friends knew that I was talking to a guy that was there, but it was surface, it wasn't like I would dig deep and be like, oh,
Mhm.
it was very like, oh yeah, I'm talking to this guy in Ghana, I
Mhm.
probably see him, when me and my friend go,
Mhm. Very relaxed. Like you
very
wasn't
relaxed.
like, okay. So that's cool. So that means, so basically, how was the preparation for you guys when you guys were planning to go? Visa, flight, was that expensive? How did you think about it?
So this was, I think, I feel like the hype of Dirty December and all that has kind of elevated since we went. So I feel like for me at that time, I think my flight might have been like, and it was because we did it so far in advance that it probably was cheaper. It might have
Mhm.
been like $1,500, $1,600 or something like that. Um, and then our stay, we kind of bounced around because I guess she more so wanted to feel like she wanted to, I guess, feel out two different spots, like with us staying there. We were there for maybe like 2.5 weeks that first. The first day.
Mm.
It might have been like almost 2 weeks. Let me say that. Maybe not
Mhm.
2 weeks, maybe almost
Mhm.
2 weeks.
Mhm.
So we the first maybe like week and a half we stayed in like an Airbnb, and then
Mhm.
we went to a hotel. I
Mhm.
think that was called the one. It was like called the one hotel or something. And
Mhm.
that was a really nice hotel. So
Mhm.
we went there for maybe like two 2 or 3 nights.
Okay.
And so that probably was another, maybe 2,000 or something.
Mhm.
But with us splitting the 2,000.
Mhm.
And other than that, the local things that we did, was very. cheap. But if you want to do things like what you do back home, you want to pop out to a nice little bar, you want to pop out to all the cute little spots you see on TikTok and all that, you probably gonna be spending like what you spend back home, even if
Right.
you're there.
Hmm. So as you guys were like anticipating on meeting each other, different things like were y'all like planning things that you wanted to do when you got to Ghana? Was it like, okay, when I see you, it's on the, like I'm super excited to see
Like me and
you.
him.
Yes, yes. Like, was it? I mean, did you guys talk about getting married? Did you like? I need more
Well,
details, babes. Give me some more details.
so when I went there the first time, I had nothing in me where I was like, I had something in me where I would be like, oh, it would be nice sometimes, if we can hang out, if we can vibe together, it'd be nice. I'm laying here in bed sometime that you can lay with me. But I
Hmm.
didn't have nothing in me at that time where I was like, I'm marrying this dude.
Okay, so that's cool. So basically, y'all first meet, y'all were meeting each other. You happen to be traveling there. You like, okay, it could. You in Ghana, I'm in Ghana, type
Yes.
thing. We meet, cool. Okay, that's cool. That's
And I
cool.
wouldn't say, and I had it in me where I like liked him. I felt like I
Sure.
definitely liked him over the phone, but that feeling of like this could be forever wasn't in me. I probably was like, oh, I'm going to go visit him. Like
Hmm.
we probably have a good time when I'm there, and that was kind of like it in my mind. But like, of
Hmm.
course, when I left after that first time, it was like I literally cried at the airport, leaving, and I was just like, I don't want to be, I don't want to be away from him.
Hmm. Okay. 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 Which is fair because y'all finally met in person. So first day you reach, you touch down in Ghana. First impression
First impression. So
of the airport scenery. Was this your first time traveling out of the country?
this was not my first time traveling out of the
Okay.
country.
Okay.
But first time there.
Yes.
So when you, like I said, Dirty December is crazy. So when I walk out of the airport, it literally looks like when you think of a big artist walking out on the stage and all the people are in the crowd. That's what it felt like.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Yes.
was
When
the
you walk
artist.
out.
I'm like, honey, where are you? Like, come up here to the front. Like, this is too much.
Hmm.
That was a lot for me, and I don't know if he wasn't there, I would have been very uncomfortable
Hmm.
walking through that. But I know that's just around that time, like I've been back and it wasn't Dirty December and it was not as crazy as that
Hmm.
initial time.
Hmm. Period. Okay. So, boom, he picked you up from the airport. He picked you and your friend, with
Yeah,
his
from the
friend.
airport, and I got this in me where we hear Africans, they don't smell, they smell like this, they smell like that. So I remember I always used to telling him like, babe, like what you be wearing? Like, can you just make sure you smell good? He like, I smell good. Like, I'm gonna smell good. So the
Hmm.
very first thing that I said to him, he hugged me and I was like, you smell good.
Period. Okay. Yes. Yes. So, okay, since you mentioned it, right? We're not saying that this is for all Africans. We're not saying that this is how you personally feel. But can we talk about some of the things that people possibly say in regards to like when you're dating, or they might mention about Africans that might not be true? You could just say one or two things.
That like I feel like there's this feeling of like they don't live luxury or like they're living, below our, standards.
Hmm.
Like I said, the smelling, like how they smell, and um, what else? I don't know. That I would say mostly they're hard workers though. I mean, I don't feel like when I was telling my people, a lot of my people were open to me dating him.
Hmm.
Besides the like where he like how is the living, that's what I would get mostly. Like, how is the living there? But I don't feel like I heard a lot of things that made me be like, oh, the intentions behind y'all dating.
Hmm.
The intentions, like, Are you sure, So
Mm-hmm.
y'all together for real,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind sharing you guys' age?
So I'm 38 and he's 35.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's
Okay.
35.
Mm-hmm. So y'all are close in age. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
basically the same age. Okay, cool. So boom, Dirty December. What was we doing in Ghana?
What was we doing in Ghana? Um, we was so there was a couple of different. There was a lot of different events. One of the main ones that stands out to me is it's called something fest, but T Pain.
Afrofest?
It might be Afrofest.
Okay.
T Pain was one of the main artists. Jeremiah was there. They literally don't what we consider like going out, like these guys be out till 6 o'clock in the morning. We thinking the artist coming out at because me and her already have been out during the day. We thinking the artist maybe gonna come out maybe 12 tops. It's
Mm-hmm.
going on 1, 2, and we like what's like we about ready to go back to the hotel. Like when is the next person coming out?
Mm-hmm.
But that was the highlight of my. That was probably one of my favorite things, the Afro Fest.
Mm-hmm.
What else? A lot of just cute little spots to pop into, to eat and get you a nice little drink and
Mm-hmm.
take some cute little pictures. We
Mm-hmm.
took a lot of cute pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And then being with him, it was nice because we could do more of the local stuff, like going to church with him for the first time, like him taking us to the local fufu joint, and
Mm-hmm.
him taking me to go get my hair braided.
Mm-hmm.
Just the experience of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, going to
Where
Labadi Beach.
okay,
That was
y'all
a
went to
really fun
Labadi.
night. Yeah.
Nice. Where did you go get your hair braided? Do you remember which area?
One of the places that I went to, look,
Welcome in, guys. Tap the screen, guys. Please share it. Get your daily heart me. Tap the screen, like it, guys. If you have any comments you want to share, any questions as I'm interviewing her, please drop them in the chat, guys. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, Beauty and the Coach. Get your daily heart me if you haven't. Thank you so much, Rasta. Good to see you. Good to see you, guys. We are talking about Ghana and Dirty December. Okay, she was in Ghana 2022 December. So she is walking us through her first trip and how she met her husband, Kofi, that just started off as just we vibing, we cool, we getting to know each other. So thank you guys. Welcome in, tap the screen.
I can't find it, but I
Okay.
definitely can send it to you. But
Mhm.
there's so many places like to like so many.
Yes. Okay. And how was the braiding experience? You said you got your hair braided. That's always a plus.
I actually feel like if you can find a nice spot that's not so has all of these followers, and just enjoy the being in the presence of like them. Don't feel like you have to go to these like because the place I went to it does have a lot of followers and they do nice braids, but I went to maybe like the second time it was a guy that ended up doing my husband's sister took us to took me to a braiding spot and this guy braided. It was probably just us in there really and maybe a couple of other braiders, but it wasn't a whole bunch of traffic. And I feel like the vibes was a little bit better because it wasn't so like
Much
no.
people.
Yeah.
Hmm. And they wasn't trying to really finesse. So, first trip, what was your favorite food? What did you enjoy that trip?
Banku and tilapia is still my favorite food there. Banku and tilapia. I like fufu. Little goat. What is the I forgot the green stew. I was about to
Contumere.
say a goosey, but that's not. That's more Nigerian.
Contumere?
What
Is it contumere? With the
it
green
might be,
spinach, with the spinach,
but it's
and they eat it with
they have it in a
plantain.
powder, and it's a soup that they make with it. It might be.
Okra?
I love an okra stew.
Okay. Well, I don't know
But it
then.
ain't. It ain't that. It might be the first one you said.
Okay. Okay. Um, nice. So that means you were able to enjoy the food, you enjoying the culture. What's one thing that you could say like within your first trip that you was like, oh my goodness, this is Ghana, this is their culture, this is how they are.
I would just say the feel, like literally just the feel of being there, and like the fact that it is so culturally different. Like I just love that
Mm-hmm.
aspect of it. Like every aspect of their life is like totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Even work. I just noticed like work. Like yeah, everybody is working and hustling to like make a dollar, but it's a freedom behind that making it versus we all to me are on this this it's almost like modern day slavery. It's like you have to get there at this time. You have to leave at this time. You have to be there
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Friday. And I love
Mm-hmm.
the kind of like freedom behind whatever they do in their life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel that. It's like peaceful, it's
Yes.
chill. Yes. Okay, so you said you was crying when you was leaving.
Yes.
2 weeks went. Now you gotta go home.
Sad. Hurt.
Hmm. I'm sad
Hurt.
for you. I feel like I'm feeling it right now. That's the worst when you leave in the airport. So what was okay, y'all leaving each other, y'all both feeling or you feeling, how he feeling?
Um, I think he's feeling the same way. Like, men aren't as like vocal about their
Hmm.
feelings as we are. But it definitely was like a fast turnaround of like, okay, we need to see when the next time. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know, I can't do this. Be away from you, Devin. Like, we need to be around each other again.
Hmm. Yes.
So
So when was the next time
I,
y'all was around each other again?
soon as I left, I started planning to go back, which was May of my birthday. My birthday. So me and
Okay.
her went the end of December, came back January. Yeah, the beginning of January, and I went back in May.
Okay. So
So
y'all had June, February, March, April, May, about 5 months apart.
mhm.
Yes. And I know it's like I think people don't realize. Oh, I think I'm loud. I don't think people realize until you actually meet your person how much long distance really hurts.
It really hurt. It really hurt. It's hard. And one of my friends, she's kind of I think going through the same process, and she's like, you never vocalize like how emotional this experience was. And I think
Mm.
that because I was just trying to navigate, was this really what I wanted?
Mm.
That I just allowed myself to just go through it. Like trust God. I still was living, moving, making my money, doing what I need to do for me.
Mm.
But in the back of me, I always knew that, there's so many obstacles sometimes that people speak on going through the process that I never in my mind allowed myself to believe that we wouldn't be together. Like everything in my spirit, I was like, we're gonna be together. Like,
Mm. That's good. That's positive energy. And I think when you think positively about your situation, it has a completely different outlook and response.
mm-hmm.
See, hurts too so bad. Yes, it do hurt, y'all.
It hurts so
And
bad.
and I don't have people to talk to because people are too shady. So you hold it in.
Message
Hmm.
me.
Yes, and just pray on it and speak to my babe about it as much as I know he can handle. Yes, yes, it does. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, it is light at the end of the tunnel,
It is.
and that's
I'm living
why.
proof.
Yes, that's why she here, so we can all see the light. Y'all see the light, okay? She in her kitchen
And
cooking.
yeah, he at work, or
Period.
it's gonna get there. And it goes
Yes.
faster when you finally on this side, you look back and you be like, it really didn't seem that long.
Really?
No.
Let's talk about it. So y'all met up in May 2023 now.
Went back in May. I was there for about a month. He
Ooh.
threw this nice little surprise shindig for my birthday. He had a saxophonist there, and Um, had some cake and some wine, and yeah, surprised me real good. That was super sweet. So that was like the highlight of like that trip, like the surprise party that he planned. Um, and then I think this trip we kind of start talking about like, so what we finna do, because if we want to be together, we got to start making those steps. You know, like, do we want to? Because at this point now it's been 2 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's almost 2.5 years at this point.
Mhm.
Communication. So we
Sorry, it skipped out. What did you say?
from the initial communication, that very
Mhm.
first time that he messaged me, it had been like
Mhm.
2.5 years when I went for my birthday. So
Yes.
we were like, let's do it. I had kind of started reaching out to an attorney about possibly helping me and just trying to understand the process a little bit more,
Mhm.
while also doing my own research on the side. And a little of the information she was giving me, I was like, I'm not finna pay this lady all this money. Like,
Mhm.
I'm finna try to work on this, do this myself. So just kind of started when I got back home. So what, that was probably June. So August, we had our money. We was like, okay, let's go ahead and get this paperwork going. Started the process, sent the paperwork off for the K1 visa. We decided, I was in a space of like, I don't want to marry you with you, being over there and I'm here. Like, I didn't want to
Mhm.
do it. But he was more so worried about the financial part. Like, well, what I'm gonna do when I first get there? Like, I ain't gonna have my work permit. Like, I'm
Mhm.
like, God'll make a way. Like, I'm here for a whole month. Like, we've been doing our thing. Like, God will literally make a way. So
Okay.
we started the process August of 2023.
Mhm.
And no, that was 2024, August of 2024. And it took about 8 months or so. I think probably around
Wait.
March or April of
So you
20.
went December 2022, 2023 May. You went back.
No, it was 2023. August of 2023, we started the process.
Okay, because I was like, hold on, wait, why are we in 2024? I don't know what
Right.
happened.
Right.
Okay.
That kind of moved kind of fast, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I was like, wait, what did I miss? Yes, okay. So cool, you there for a month. So basically, y'all like, we want to spend the rest of our lives with each other. So you reached out to an attorney, and so basically, you had within yourself that y'all were gonna do spousal, right? Or y'all had
We're
within
going to do the
yourself.
K1. We're just going to do the fiance.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't
I
want to
got
do the
you.
spousal because I felt like I wanted to be with him. Like, I didn't want to be married and he was there. And then when I was reading, it was saying that the spousal visas were taking longer at that time. And at that time, I'm like, I just want you close to me. So we'll
Hmm.
figure that out when you get here.
Period.
So
Period.
that's what we
Period.
did. We started the K1. So 2023,
Hmm.
um,
August.
August of 2023. Yep, I sent the paperwork off. Come February, I went back in 2024 for Valentine's.
Mm,
Got pregnant while I was there.
okay. Yes.
And literally, soon as I got back, so I stayed there another month that time. And soon as I got back, the paperwork for the first part of the visa process had got approved.
Mm,
So now it was us just trying to, get to the point of him and his interview process.
hmm.
Trying to wait till the stuff gets to the embassy there so that we can schedule his interview in hopes that at this point now that he would be here by when the baby was due.
Hmm. Oh. Okay, so February, March 2024, you got the first thing approved, and when was the final? He came. When did he come?
So I would say, so the next part got approved probably in like June, where basically the embassy has accepted, his stuff there. Now he's scheduled at this point. You could schedule your own interviews at that time. So
Hmm.
I was on standby, like on my phone all the time. Like, I was in the groups. I seen somebody post like interviews posted. I didn't care which one I picked. I just picked the day. Like, boy, I don't know what you're doing, but you better get there. So,
Period.
that was probably June. So his
Mhm.
interview was scheduled for July, literally a couple days before his birthday. So he
Mhm.
went to the interview, and was approved, to come. And in the paperwork, it said, we was expecting a baby and all that. And I was due November 7th. He came here when he finally got approved and tied all his loose ends there. It was
Mhm.
September the beginning of September when he got here, September 2024.
Okay.
And then we had the baby. We got married October 2nd. Had the baby. So I was able to have a baby shower right before we got married. Got
Mhm.
married October 2nd. Had the baby October 28th. So it was just like perfect timing.
Okay, were you all married before he no, cuz she they did K1. Okay, so that was it. That kind of worked out well. Y'all was able to
Yes.
do the baby shower, wedding.
Yes. So we
Okay.
didn't have an actual ceremony. Like, of course,
Uh-huh.
that's something that we still, especially, it was just, that's just a lot. Of course, we
Mhm.
got to go ahead and lock him in, but like preparing for our first baby to be here and trying to plan a wedding, adjust to him moving, just to trying to wait on him getting a job, like us actually having a ceremony was not even a thought at all.
Mhm. Period. Which that makes sense. So, and I love the fact that you said that your family was welcoming and they were open.
Hmm.
So how did they feel when he came? Like how were they when he showed up?
I feel like for a lot of my friends or people, period, because I feel like I was open to all the people around me, but in a sense, it's like I feel like to a lot of people, when you're dating somebody that far away, like they know you talking to them, but in the back, like they don't really think it's that serious. Like that's how I
Mhm.
feel.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I feel like when he got here, like, oh, this real. Like I'm pregnant. At the baby shower, he proposed to me. You and
Oh.
yeah. So I have to I think the video is might it's tagged on my page.
Yes, y'all check out her page. Y'all can see her content. Y'all be able to
And I'm a
see.
makeup artist and hairstylist in St. Louis. If you guys are ever this way,
Yes.
but
Yes.
my mom was very open arms. Because she knew I had we like besties. I'm my mom's only kid, so she knew that for me to be doing all this, that I clearly like really valued him in my life because
Mhm.
I don't tell I'm cool with being by myself. It was never no pressure for me to be married ever to me. It was something maybe that I desired to be a mom and desire for me to have
Mhm.
marriage one day and that companionship and that help, but it was never any pressure to me. It was just nothing but God's will for all of this to happen the way that it did. Even just him messaging me when he did, because if he probably messaged me before my friend said that she was going to Ghana, I'd be like, what this dude from Ghana texting me for? Like,
Mhm.
if he would have texted me when if me and her went and came back, I might not have been as inclined to go back just for him, because I
Mhm.
want to travel. I want to go see the next new place.
Right. I feel it. I feel it.
So it was just nothing but the grace of God that
Mhm.
it all fell the way that it did.
Period. Thank you so much for the heart. Guys, welcome in. Tap the screen, share the live. Guys, support, gift. Um, so boom. Y'all locked in. He there, y'all get married, y'all have y'all baby shower. He proposes at the baby shower. Now that he is in the US, you guys are living together. How is life? Is life what you guys always planned for it to be?
I definitely. So what's this? This haven't even. So we haven't even been married for a year now.
Hmm.
Um, I would say that we're still in a learn, like we're, to me, learning each other all over again.
Hmm.
Because one, we're used to dealing with each other only on the phone. We're used to when I come there the for a month, it's very surface living. It's the vacation vibes all the time. We going to this place. We going to the next place. It's real life has definitely hit us.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the baby. And I feel like we're still navigating the newness, of all
Mm-hmm.
of this. He's a great father. But I feel like the dynamics of our relationship have definitely changed because I'm used to maybe, let's say, talking to him on the phone all day, every day. But now we
Mm-hmm.
hear he working. We don't, to me, it's maybe communicate as much as we did. That don't mean we
Mm-hmm.
don't talk, but maybe in the back of my mind, I'm like, I miss talking to my man every day, all day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, and then just so many it's a lot of cultural differences. Like how I'm cooking right now. He eats a lot. He actually likes a lot of mostly he'll eat whatever I cook. But when he first got here, that was a big change for him.
Mm-hmm.
The different seasonings and not me maybe using the tomato based stuff like he always eat with or
Mm-hmm.
um maybe just I'm used to being a only child and being very independent in the house and my house looking like a pretty girl pad. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe how we clean and do things that way aren't always
Mm-hmm.
the same. Just really learning to compromise with each other in a way that we didn't have to before.
Yes, that makes sense. Especially, I can say with communication and long distance relationships. Most of the time, you spend a lot of time communicating and talking. So that's different when you're not talking as much. So how do you navigate that? How do you communicate that? Do you
And
talk about it?
I'm a over communicator. Like I want to talk about everything. And one,
Mm-hmm.
he's a man, and two, the way that I'm used to maybe a man and woman communicate here in the States is maybe not how he views it. Um, he says he don't feel like this, but I do feel like sometimes he expects a woman to maybe not be as vocal. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the fact that I am so vocal can make him uncomfortable. Because he
Mm-hmm.
probably is not used to a woman have communicating that much. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I get from him. I could be wrong, but that's what I get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he's a man. He's a really man. He's into sports. He's used to being a coach. He's used to being around a lot of men. So it's like having to place a woman on this certain pedestal. He's not used
Mm-hmm.
to having to do that on an everyday
Mm-hmm.
basis.
Mm-hmm.
He's a gentleman. He might be used to being a gentleman on a weekend or he ain't
Mm-hmm.
used to having to do this on an everyday basis.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like we're in a period of like still learning each other. Like I said, it ain't even been a year, so I feel like we will plateau at some point and get to a point where we just understand each other. We just
Mm-hmm.
get each other. We now understand how we maneuver in the house, how we do things, and our personal behalf. So I think that it'll get to the point where it's where we're back maybe on a page where we used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that like it's bad. I just
Right.
feel like I said counseling because we jumped in. It's like throwing a person who don't know how to swim to water.
Mm-hmm.
Every
What?
aspect of our relationship is totally different. We're parents now. He's in a whole new place. We're married. Everything about our relationship is different than what it was before.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Someone asked in the comments, how is he adjusting?
He actually likes it here. Like, he doesn't like like I said, the whole punching the clock thing. He like work, 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 work. Versus when he was back home, he has his networks. He has multiple ways that he know how to make his money. So I think that the fact that he's not on that same wavelength anymore, that bothers him. And I said, but you only been here for 9 months. hasn't even been working yet for 9 months.
Mhm.
You can get back there. This is just
Mhm.
all this is temporary.
Mhm. Period. I like your mindset. Very positive, very you see a different perspective of things. Like you have a different outlook. And I think that's really good to have as a person as well as a wife. You know what I mean? I think that's encouraging. I think that gives the person the ability to know like, okay, you don't have to do the daily lifestyle of how it is in America. You can
Mm-hmm.
get back to it. Yes, very, very optimistic, yes. Hmm.
Yes.
Um an amazing friend. Okay, period. Yes, y'all could
And
welcome
then,
in, tap the screen.
with the
Hmm.
process that me and him did with the K1 process, you do have to, and it was even harder for us because I had to work at some point right after I had my baby because he couldn't work it. And keeping that positive attitude and not making him feel like he's less than in a time of something that this is what both of us agreed on. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
make him feel bad about something that we both chose.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping that positive mindset even when it gets hard.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Cultural differences.
Cultural differences.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of times when I'm communicating, I can say some things that get taken away that it's not meant. And I'm like, how did you? Some things may seem offensive to him. So you definitely have to. I think it's more so tone behind a lot of things. Because
Mm-hmm.
you can be saying something that's nice and it can come off harsh by your tone. And you could be saying something mean with a nicer tone and it's like, it don't come off harsh.
Right, I get you.
So I think a lot of things with them, it could be tone. Picking and choosing your battles, and that's a universal thing. That don't even have to be because you dating somebody in a long distance relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Just picking and choosing your battle. Like everything ain't worth fighting about. Everything
Mm-hmm.
ain't worth like stating your point over.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Welcome in, guys. Tap the screen, tap the screen. Um, so what has been the sweetest part of finally being together every day?
To me, it's him seeing him be a father. Him being a great father. How much he loves our baby. That's me seeing him in another light. Him giving her the love that I felt like I got when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
He loves and adores her, and that I will forever appreciate him for. Being a single woman, one of the key values for me was like not having a kid because I'm like I only want a kid with somebody who I know is gonna be a great father, whether I'm in the
Mm-hmm.
picture or not, and I can say that he's that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What advice could you give to couples who are still waiting to close the gap?
Use your time. Appreciate the time that you're in. Every season is what it is for a reason. And not saying that the time that you're gonna have with him not is not gonna be great once he gets here, but
Mm-hmm.
appreciate your season of being where you're at because you're not gonna have it at one point. Appreciate your single time. Appreciate still being able to interact with your friends a certain way when you did. Being able to have that time to have your personal space.
Mm-hmm.
Just appreciate the ride
Yes.
until you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Cause once
That's
it's
important.
over, they here.
That's true. Y'all locked in. Let me see. Next question. So I'm gonna ask you some questions, but it's just gonna pretty much be quick. It's like a speed thing.
Okay,
Yes. Okay. First question. Who said I love you first?
probably him.
Favorite food of your partner?
He makes a great egg stew.
Period. Biggest pet peeve of your partner.
Probably the cleaning.
Role model or someone you both admire.
God.
Most romantic gesture your partner has done.
Um,
One of them. Let's say one of them. It doesn't have to be the most.
um,
One of them.
that's hard. Uh, that's hard. It's a lot. I don't know. That's hard. Like I could just say maybe in the morning he knows that I'm a sleeper in person. Like he never
Hmm.
bothers me in the morning. He lets me sleep in. He gets the baby and leaves me alone until I get up. He doesn't. He
Hmm.
never bothers me in the morning. And
Period.
so now being husband and wife with the baby is just great to have little small things as such as that.
Hmm. Who's more likely to plan a surprise, you or him?
I feel like he was into planning surprises a lot more there than he is now.
Hmm.
But I think we both are. I think you
Hmm.
you you don't know what you can expect from either one of us.
Period. Guilty pleasure or snack you love together.
Um, I'm a sweethead, so I feel like he's not into sweets, but
Hmm.
maybe like we both really into fruit. Like if it's just late, like we like fruit. Like
Hmm.
but I'm not a we don't over I think I've changed a lot of my ways a little bit. I
Hmm.
don't snack as much because I'm buying stuff that caters to both of us. And he's
Hmm.
not a big snack person. It's just like these cheese puffs right here. They've been sitting
Hmm.
he ain't even put a dent in them for real. And he bought them.
Hmm. Um, Most annoying habit of each other, but you still love it.
The cleaning.
Okay. Song that reminds you of your relationship.
A song. There's a song that he played when I came there. Or one that was out when I first went to Ghana. It's like Vodka imitation. What is it? How does it go? I'm digging vibes on vibes.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
digging vibes on vibes. That
yeah,
song
okay.
reminds me,
By
like thinking
Ari
of that
Ari or
when I kind of
something.
hear it, and it'd be like, oh
Yeah,
wow, like he's here. Like
period. And lastly, one word to describe your partner.
he is a sweetheart.
Period. 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 And what is the reason behind Beauty and the Coach? I know you said you do makeup.
I just feel like, yeah, like I think that we're both very passionate about what we do outside of each other. And I
Hmm.
think that we're so different, but um that's what makes us love each other, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, so he's very, when I tell you he's so serious about his fitness and coaching, and I've been doing what I've been doing for over 10 years, so we're both very serious about it. So sometimes he be
Hmm.
like, why do people wear all this makeup? And I might not understand, like, why he's so serious. You know, health is big, but it's just like,
Hmm.
you take this to a whole nother level. So that's why
Hmm.
it's like, well, the only thing I can think of is Beauty and the Coach.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sandy asks, was it hard going through your pregnancy mostly mostly apart?
No. That's why I say enjoy your season, because I literally feel like, well, something happened with my last place that I stayed in. It was like they told me that I needed to get out. They were selling it basically, and I was like, you know what? My fiance, he out of town. I'm just gonna go back and live with my parents for a little bit until I can figure out what he gonna do, save my money. And I literally got pregnant while I was at their house, so I feel like I had that support and that love from them up until he got here. So as soon as he got here, right before he got
Mm-hmm.
here, I got a place for us to move, and it was like a smooth transition. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how I would have felt if the shoe was on the other foot. If I was in that place alone and he was gone, and I was at home by myself all the time,
Mm-hmm.
pregnant. I don't think that would have been such a good experience that way.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Um, if you don't mind, I'm out of questions, but I can open up the comment section for people to ask questions if they have any. If you open this, okay. She said sure. So, guys, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. If you got any questions, comments, if anybody would like to even try, if you want to come up and ask, that's more. You guys are welcome to. Welcome in, guys. Tap the screen. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't got your daily heart me, get your daily heart me, guys. Also, if you click the profile, yes, if you have a question, feel free. If you click the profile, guys, click the link and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I don't want to come up. You don't have to come up. You can drop it in the comments. Thank you so much. Drop it in the comments. Guys, I try my absolute best to interview people who have closed the gap, to interview people who are still, I just got here what's going on. Happiness is free. We are interviewing a wife of a closed gap couple. Their love story is called Beauty and the Coach. She just told us their love story. Um, so she's just sharing. Did she do K1? I came in late. Yep, she did.
Yes, I did.
Yep, she did.
He said I need someone genuine. I need a relationship.
Right. I just muted it. You may have spoken on it. Did you guys have any conflicts and how did you handle it? You don't have to give
Um,
specific conflicts. You can just say how you guys maneuver them.
Communication. Like you gotta be able to communicate. For me on my end, it was just like prayer.
Hmm.
I'm like, God, if you're in this, show me your hand. And most of the time it works. It's King Sour, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if the process is for everybody, but if your partner love you, y'all gotta figure out those resolutions, especially being that they so far. We used to have our times where I'm like, you know what, you there, I'm here. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do this, and we continue. You gotta continue to choose each other.
Well, you gonna have to put on a green screen or turn your camera off. You got to put a screen behind you or turn your camera off. Otherwise,
Oh,
cause
I'm
you
sorry.
yeah, cause you yeah, you could just turn your camera off. That's fine.
Is that better?
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep,
Is
like
that
that.
fine?
Yeah, yeah. How long was her process? You started in August 2023, right?
I started originally. Yep. Yep.
August
Yep.
2023, and then he came September 20.
September 7th of 2024.
Yeah, K1, y'all.
2024.
Yes. So that was girl a year and a month.
Yeah.
Wow, that was cool. That was fast. Mind y'all, she filed in 2023 though. This was 2023 filing. She filed in 2023 K1. Yep, a year and a month. If even a month. K1 is not the way to go right now. Other other this Trump administration. Right. Yep. Any more
Is
comments?
it?
Any more questions? Y'all? Anybody got any questions, comments? If anybody wants to ask, you are more than welcome. I think a lot of times people, I know when it comes down to getting pregnant and being apart, but that was that. I mean, the you guys had a good
That's
situation.
why I said it was nothing but the grace of God. And now, I mean, that was my process.
Hmm.
But looking on the outside in now, like if I could do it different, I personally will wait because I would not. I would have not wanted to have. I wouldn't have wanted to have that baby, and he would not have been here. Like that. That's just me though. But he has a
Hmm.
friend. Him and his wife went through the process, and she had her baby before he got here, and it was maybe a couple months after the baby was born, but still, like, you just don't know how the process is going to go. So I personally don't think that's the best route, in my opinion. I would just have wanted to wait till he got here.
Hmm. That's fair. Hi, KMC. Welcome in, guys. This is time for you to have your questions if you have any. Yeah, we actually, and I actually would love to have you come back up. I have two Ghana wives that you guys' story in a way is kind of similar in regards to you all had children. So I would
Mm-hmm.
love to have you guys come up. It would be different questions. It won't just be specifically about your love story, but it would be something along the lines of like navigating, being
Yes,
married to
I would love it. I
Ghanaians,
would love that.
having babies, because all y'all babies are small. Like, so that's coming up soon. I just have to get through everybody's interview first. Then I can say, okay, would you love to come back on? I wish you much success throughout your marriage. Yes, y'all. Peace and
Thank you.
blessings
I
to her.
appreciate it.
Yes. I love your energy. I definitely feel like you cannot tell how people are until you actually have a conversation.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
I seen the makeup. I said, okay, she be doing her little one too. Okay. But I'm like, let's see. I will be
But
willing to
you
watch that
just
one
don't
regarding
know
the
until
babies.
you meet
Yes.
them.
Yes. Yes. You really don't
I
know.
I be willing to watch that. What?
The one regarding the babies, the one I was talking
Yeah,
about.
I would love that. For me,
Mhm.
just even if that baby a little older than mine, just navigating.
All
Because I
y'all
know.
babies are small. When I tell y'all, y'all gonna have a blast up here talking,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just be here watching
Okay.
and listening. And I think other people too enjoy it because one, we interviewed her probably like our second or third interview. But they had met up in Dubai and then they went to Ghana and got married. Yes.
I was about to say, I almost was like, is that his friend? But no, that's not
Mhm.
his friend. No.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it would be nice if he, because I'm going to go get him right now, but that would be nice
Okay.
if he hopped in the car like right before I got off. But
Yes.
yeah, I would love that.
I'm pregnant now, so I'll be interested in hearing how it goes. Yes, we got married in South Africa. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Miss T, where's your husband from? What country? I don't think I caught that.
In
And
South
yes to
Africa.
you, Chances wifey. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think it would be a good one because I feel like the more and more I keep interviewing people, the more and more I realize, okay, Nigeria, that's what's up. Peace and love to your marriage. Um, that everybody got different stories, different. Okay, they might have the same type of okay, cool, married, yeah, cool, but everybody's journey has been completely different. You have some people that travel and they move over there with their significant other, and then you got some people that they wait till they come. I love her energy. Yes, it's a vibe.
Thank
Definitely
you.
a vibe. Yes. Because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to really navigate long. Like they do, they don't. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
part of my navigation and just being comfortable with it too is like I said, I'm an only child. I'm just used to doing a lot of things independently and knowing how to navigate through my emotions.
Hmm.
Um, so like I said, just once I felt like he was my person, everything in me was like, I'm just finna do whatever I need to do for us, and never stop believing that we weren't gonna be together.
Mm-hmm.
That's my boo. We going through the process. God's been behind us. We good.
Hmm. Yes.
I think that's part of at least with my husband, that he was very very faith driven, and so
Hmm.
I was able to have a lot of optimism within our relationship because we shared that.
I told him you asked about the interview. That's why I came in tonight. I like this. Yes. Yes, y'all. Welcome in. Tap the screen. Guys, if you are not following LDR2 Forever, please make sure you're following. We do everything live discussions, live interviews, topics, and discussions around long distance relationships. We interview couples who have closed the gap. We are now starting to interview couples who are still bridging the gap. And we're just trying to create this healthy, supportive platform so that people can find a safe space. Hi Jojo, welcome in. Guys, y'all ain't got no questions? Chat, where y'all at? Are you hosting an LDR? That's another topic for another day. We're interviewing. We got an interview right now, y'all. Drop them questions. Y'all asking the host the wrong questions. Come on now. I know. Come on with the questions. No, but I try to make sure when I bring. No, you fine. Definitely after the interview, I'm definitely open. But I try to, this daytime. I'm new here. You fine, girl. You family now. If you here, you are family. Yeah. So,
I
what was
think
you
that
asking
it's
questions?
nice to find a safe place where you can ask questions too. I know for me, like I joined one of the I was just like, I need answers. Nobody around
Hmm.
me was doing this. I'm like, I need to feel like I'm supported, because this is hard. This is
It
really
is really
hard.
hard.
So I joined, the WhatsApp groups and whatever groups I can join on Facebook, I joined them all. But I definitely sometimes felt alone and people understanding that feeling of me feeling like this is the love of my life and him not being here. Some people, a lot of people, I don't feel like understood that void.
Someone asked, how personal can we get with the questions? So I definitely let questions be asked, and then if they want to answer, they
I was
can.
about to say
If they
I
don't
don't
want to,
answer it
they
if I
don't
don't
have
want
to. But some people like, and that's the thing too. That's why I tell y'all, ask questions because you never know who. Hi Barbie, welcome in. I like positive platforms. This is the one. But you never know what people are okay with answering. I don't feel safe at all open up due to a number of reasons, but I like your show and like your intentions. Hey dog, yes girl, welcome in. I definitely feel you. I was one of those people. That's why I created this platform. Like I felt like it was hard to talk to people. I felt like it was hard to find people who connected. I felt like it was hard to get people to understand what you was feeling, all the emotions, what you was going through. I felt like I kept meeting people on TikTok. I still kept meeting communities. I kept meeting people, and it was all folding. That's how I personally felt like they wasn't really showing up a
I feel
little
like I
bit.
was following a couple of people in the beginning of my journey, and I would just look up and their page would be gone. I'm like, what? Like you was just telling me how you was gonna have a baby and all this. Like now your page just gone. So this is
Yep.
nice that you building a platform that that it's not going nowhere. It's
Mhm.
authentic. It's bringing more than one relationship to the table.
Mhm. Please keep it positive. I only follow positive people. Can't do messy. I already same over here. I'm late to the live. Is the co-host married now? Yes, she is married. They did the K1
We
process. They
married
started in
for a year, October 2nd.
yes, yep. And it took a year, I think a little bit over a year and a month or so to get to for him to arrive. This question is for L'Oreal. You said you both admire God. What is your beliefs together? That's a good question.
We both are Christian.
Hmm. Do you guys have spiritual counseling? You know what? That is a good question.
So that's what I was gonna say that during the initial interview. Right now, I feel like I've reached out to somebody. I'm just waiting because we gotta pay for it. But I'm at a point where we do go to church. I'm ready to go to counseling, not because things are bad, but I just want to be proactive. He feels like we don't need it. But I am purposefully trying to find a Christian based counselor.
That's cool. That's cool. And that was another reason too why I created the platform because one thing that is for sure in life, when you are doing something, you shouldn't inquire information from people who are not going where you're going. So if you're inquiring information from single friends, people who are not in long distance, people who probably never did intercultural
Mm,
relationships, you're never going to get the answers or the true
that's
foundation
T.
of understanding of what you want.
That's T.
Yeah, you can't. How can somebody how I mean that's like you riding a scooter but you telling me how to ride a bike. How? You can't tell me how to ride what I'm on. Now you might be able to say, "Oh, I think you could pedal this way." Yeah, cuz you're paying attention to what I'm sitting on, but you can't really give me the tools that I might need. So I feel like one thing that happens in long distance relationships that could have happened with a lot of the people who have done it that have been a little bit more seasoned is I'm not saying that you have to train people how to be, but you help women. You know, we're helping each other throughout the process. You have a lot of people who might come from broken families, right? They might have seen divorce when they grew up, or they might have came from a single home, or they might have came from a two-family home. So it's just gauging and navigating. I feel like these are true real life experiences, and I feel like a lot of things might get swept under the rug when it comes to TikTok and entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you do the K1 over spousal?
I chose it because I didn't want to be away from my partner. During my time of doing it, the spousal was taking too long. I was reading that it was gonna be a long process, and I wanted him here, and so that's why we chose the faster route.
Hmm. Because my husband and I both believe we need counseling together. Yes, you can barely get the information from the people in it because people are haters. LOL. That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
That's true. And then you got people who you get what I'm saying, competing. You know what I mean? Just always remember your LDR experience is different from other people. Enjoy your own journey. I do agree with that as well. I do
Mm-hmm.
agree. That's good too. Yep,
Yep.
that is good too. And that's the thing too. I don't interview people to say, "Oh, it has to be like this." No, I interview people so that we can see that it doesn't have to be like this. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You see how it was done, but you see people that I mean, we didn't interview so many people. We interviewed a lady who has relocated and she's now in Ghana with her Nigerian husband. We have interviewed a couple where tomorrow the couple we interviewing, she was here, then she went over there for a year, now they back here, they here together, and they got a baby. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's different. It's different. It's different. Was there any negativity brought by others to the relationship? If so, how did you overcome it?
I feel like nobody ever said anything, but energy is real. You can see the look on somebody's face when you say you're serious about talking to somebody in a whole nother country. But I've always been an independent person, and if I want it, I'm gonna go get it. If I and it ain't gonna be nobody and nothing that's gonna stop me. So it was nothing in me that I was like, he ain't he's giving me everything that I want. So I ain't got no reason to stop talking to him. So it was nothing that bothered me about what nobody could possibly say. If they were saying something, they were saying it behind my back. Um yeah, you gotta stand strong in your feelings, and that's just it.
That's how I see it too. My significant other saying he want to get married there first before coming here. So I'm gathering info to
I
make
almost
my
did.
case for K1 with him.
The second time I went, we was talking about it before I went, and I was like, no, like once again, I gotta go off my feelings. Even though I love him, I'm like, something's in me don't want to do this. Don't do it, L'Oreal. Like, don't do it. So I had a conversation with him right before I went. Like, I don't feel comfortable with it. Like, we saying we love each other. There should be no reason why we can't get married when you come to the States. You're intending on coming to the States anyway. So why would it bother you that much that we wait till you get here?
Hmm.
That it don't change our love because of when we decide to get married.
Facts. Spousal got married in South Africa in April. Can't tell me nothing, and I don't believe in negativity and gossip. Period. The time frames are pretty much the same right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes
Well, then
down
I will
to
go ahead and do it
silence,
then.
yes, with and that's why I said, y'all, this was in 2023 when she filed. We in 2025, we got a whole new presidency and all that. We got whole new immigration laws. We got whole new different things. Like, yes, exactly how I think. And then my family can come to the ceremony in Nigeria later. Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly, whatever fits your pocket and your mental,
Mhm.
go with it.
Mhm.
Once you that's it. I mean, I'll say your heart too, but you got to think logically when we thinking about timing and different things. Whatever fit. Okay, that's what I say. Go
The
with.
pro for me getting married there, like knowing that he can secure a job or he can have his employment. Here he comes to the court now. He can have his employment permit and all that before he gets here. That's big, that would have helped a lot if he could
Mhm.
have, but that's not a guarantee. Just because you have your employment permit don't mean you're gonna get a job immediately. So even if you on a K1 visa and you come and you have to wait to get it, he got a job, maybe 2 or 3 months after he got his employ employ employment permit.
Period. I filed in July. It said 23 months, and now it's
That's my
at 20
husband.
months.
Is it live?
We
I'm
are
just letting you
live.
say hi.
Hi.
I was
Hello.
booked.
I'm looking like
Oh, stop.
sorry.
I'm just letting you say hi.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's the end of it now.
I believe I'm going to meet my soon wife. Yup. Maybe. I'm not for sure. I don't do matchmaking, y'all. I don't. But I do showcase and promote people's love journeys. Um, guys, do y'all got any more questions? Y'all got any more comments? If not, I'm gonna let her go. I'm gonna let them go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. They are on May 20th, 24th. Okay. So if anything, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for coming up. I'm definitely gonna reach out to you again about that upcoming interview with you guys discussion that I think that will work out.
Sounds so good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.